5 ways to write faster. Welcome to my channel. My name is Donner, and I've done a lot of writing over the last several years. I make these videos to help people write books that they love. If you find any of these tips useful, be sure to subscribe and join me on the creative journey. Now, whether you're writing for publishing or just writing for yourself, being able to write quickly is a very valuable skill. A lot of writers lose motivation and energy for their projects, and they lead to never being finished, never completing those works, and nobody else gets to read them. Stephen King recommends 1,000 words a day just to stay in practice, but this is a great way to keep the pace and flow of your novel. See, if you're out of practice or you forget the thread of the plot that you're on, you're not gonna be able to pick it up as easily. Remember, the job of that first draft is just to exist. All you gotta do is make sure it's done. Now, I personally don't like planning, and I don't think a lot of authors actually should be planning, because most of the time you get people who will plan something and it'll be super in-depth plan, and then it's really intimidating to actually write that and to execute on that plan. However, you should have an idea of where your story will go. Think of this like a big, ominous black cloud in the distance. You know it's coming up, you know kind of where it's headed, what it looks like. You don't have any of the details. This will help you keep heading in the right direction as you write your story. One of the most valuable things I learned writing ever was to give your chapters titles. Being able to name your chapters is a really great way to kind of plan that story out as you go and help keep the ball rolling. For instance, if I'm writing in chapter 2 and I have an awesome idea for the end of an arc, say in chapter 9, 10, 11, I'll just write down the name of that chapter, stick it at the bottom of my document, and then as I'm writing, I can be writing towards something. You guys would not believe how exciting this makes to write your book when you know they have these key moments coming up, and eventually, after you've written out all those chapter names, you've got a really great list of things that are going to happen in your book. This, I believe, is a rule that comes from screenwriting, which is our 2/3, 1/3 rule. In the first 2/3 of your writing, you're adding mystery, adding suspense, you're foreshadowing things, and of course, you're creating a lot of problems for the main characters. Everything's going wrong, they're failing at the mission, they're drawing further apart, and then you hit that last third and you go into a solving frenzy. You just start solving all these problems as fast as you can. It's a great way to keep readers on the hook. By doing this, you've created a story that is naturally flowing as well. All these problems and all these mysteries can be solved in that last third to make a really awesome story. Ernest Hemingway says in A Movable Feast, which is his book on Paris, all you have to do is write one true sentence. Write the truest sentence you ever knew. I love this quote, but I love it because that's all writing is. It's a bunch of sentences made of a bunch of words. Write something that feels true to you, and other people will see that as well. Running fast is almost always an issue of motivation and of removing obstacles for yourself. By staying excited and by avoiding things like, too much research, too much planning, you will be able to get into your story faster, and you'll write something that you're actually excited about and actually proud of. You guys, thanks so much for watching. I post YouTube shorts daily that are either good, helpful content or just, whatever, writing memes. Be sure to check those out, and I will see you guys in the next video.